The most popular phrase in the dating world is, hey, just be yourself. If they don't love you for you, then they can screw off, but like, just be yourself. And I was watching this dating show and I was thinking to myself, why do we keep on having the need to explain to people to be themselves? Like, why is it so difficult for us to be our true, authentic selves? What came up for me and what I realized is that, especially when we're younger, we're trying so hard to fit in, right? Into this mold of being likable and being lovable and all those great things. But what tends to happen is that in the midst of trying to be likable and lovable and respectable, we lose ourselves and our true essence of who we are. And how can we truly be ourselves if we don't know who the hell we are? We don't know what we are, and we don't know who created us. I don't know for you, but I struggled for a very long time to understand, who the hell am I? And yes, I could say, okay, I'm a woman, I'm funny, I'm corny sometimes, I'm creative, and you know, all these different words to describe myself. But at the core of me, I'm still confused. Who am I? And I'm 35 now. I have to keep reminding myself and reminding everybody I'm old and wise. So listen up, sweetie. And men, I lived a majority of my life with a mask on, right? Lots of makeup on. I had to do my hair a certain way and I had to dress a certain way. And this was me. And that was my identity. That is who I was. And so if you told me to be myself a couple of years ago, I'd be like, yeah, this is me. This is who I am, right? And the reason for that would have been, number one, fear, which a lot of us have, right? We live with this fear of, what if this person is going to judge me when I showcase my true authentic self with my blemishes and my flaws and all, and they say, I don't like you. And that's going to cause me a lot of pain. So in order for me to not feel that pain, or to take that risk, I am going to showcase the version of me that I think other people are going to accept and like. And what do I do for that? I go onto where's my phone? Oh, my phone's recording. I go onto my phone and I look at social media and I'm like, oh wait, this is accepted. She has 8.9 million likes on this post and she's half naked, and I'm going to copy what the hell she is doing. Or I'm going to do, oh, what is this girl doing? She's married with kids and she has an amazing happy family. I'm going to resemble that. I'm going to do whatever it takes to turn into this person. And this is where your egoic self is forming these ideas and these thoughts and, you know, this vision of your life. And you basically then are beginning to create your hell because you're creating something that is not based on the truth. Because half the time, as you guys know, on social media, people are just being, again, you're looking at somebody who has a mask on. I'm not saying everybody does, but I'm saying a lot of us on social media do have masks on. We have filters on. We're saying all the right things. We're filtering, we're editing, we're cutting, and we're not being our true authentic selves, including myself. I try to be, you know, I want to showcase the best version of myself. I mean, I do once in a while try to show videos of me crying and being, you know, going through some difficult, I do share, you know, the pain that I've been through, and I think that's important, but I know not everybody is going to do that, right? And that's okay. But I just want you to have that awareness that sometimes you're building this person based on what you're noticing, what you think success looks like. I just want us men and women to wake up a little bit and see ourselves and know that that is not you. You trying to be like somebody is not you, because there's nobody on this planet like you. I've said this a bazillion times. There's nobody on this planet that has a story like you, that has a voice like you, that has the look like you. I just wish we all could recognize that about ourselves. For me personally, I went through a dark night of the soul, which is literally when your ego, not your ego, but your old identity, the old version of you that you thought was so freaking amazing, that version dissipates. And it is the most difficult and the most scary, the most horrifying experience to go through as a human, is when you see your old self you look at it and you're like, oh my God, this is not me. And this, I need to let go of this, and I need to build a whole new version of me, the way that I speak, the way that I am, which is in alignment with who I truly am and who the Creator made me to be. And this took me so long to realize, and that is why I want somebody whoever's watching to just have a little bit of like an aha moment and just remember that you're a special soul. And as you guys know, I've been really into near-death experiences and just understanding more about our soul and what are we here to do and our mission and soul contracts. And I'm in love. And every time I hear it, to me, it sounds like magic. Like, I don't know if anybody else can relate, but to me, it's literally so magical. Our experience here, even though it's painful and it's all the things that we talk about, but it's also beautiful. And we have chosen to reincarnate. Like, how it blows me away. And back to what I was saying with knowing who you are. You are a soul. At the end of all of this, when you die, your body dissipates, but your soul is eternal. It's here forever. And once I realize this, and it's almost like a knowing, like I just know. Some people, they're not there yet, or they don't want to recognize it, whatever. But I just know it's the truth. And that brought me so much peace to know who I really am. I'm not this body. I'm not this hair. I'm not these nails. I'm not this, this room or whatever. I'm just a soul that is having a spiritual experience in a human form. And none of the pain, none of the joy, whatever I'm going through is going to last forever. It's a blip. Like it's so fast. And this is totally off topic, but there's a lot of near-death experiences where they explain that when their soul comes out of their body and they're having a whole experience with God or their loved ones or whatever, and their body is actually in the hospital getting operated on, or the body is really going through pain and trauma, but their soul is out of their body, and the soul is roaming around and doing all sorts of amazing things. And what they say is when they're back in heaven, right, and a lot of them have a choice to come back and whatever, a lot of them say that when you're back in heaven, or whatever that realm is called, I'm just going to call it heaven because it's easier, that it feels like there's no time. And that experience that they have, which is so magical and so amazing, it feels like 10 years. But when they're back in their body, they realize, oh my God, it's only been like 3 minutes or 4 minutes. It's not been, the time goes by so quick here. And if you're somebody who's struggling right now with finding yourself or just knowing who you are, how to be yourself or how to be authentic, my biggest tip would be to spend time with yourself and really try to understand yourself. That's why they say in all these scriptures is know thyself. And we always hear this, but we don't really know what it means. And a lot of us think knowing ourselves means what job we're doing. This is the amount of money I make. This is my partner. These are my kids. And this is who I am. And we need to go a little bit deeper into ourselves to really know, why are we here? What are we here to do? And that really allowed me to be my genuine, true self. It might not work for somebody else, but that's just what I want to share. And my last point is, how do you know yourself if you don't even know who created you? Like, that to me boggles my mind. Like, how do we think that we're just here, we have these talents or gifts or whatever it is, right? And who created you? Like, do you never sit and think about these things? Not to say that I'm not trying to compare anybody, but I, as a child, would constantly think about, like, who am I? What am I here? And when other people wouldn't have those same questions and they would be thinking about what meal they're going to have next, which, by the way, I have those thoughts as well. I used to be like, don't you ever, like, think about deep things? And, so again, we're all very different. We have different ways of thinking, and that's okay. But I'm just sharing what has worked for me. And that's my way, is finding out and connecting to your creator who created you. And why are you the way that you are? And something that I would like you to try is get down a journal and write down 10 things about yourself, about who you think you are, who created you, where did you come from? Like, just ask yourself these questions. And you might know the answer, but sometimes when you sit with yourself for a little while, you might get an answer in your head. And I know it sounds weird, but I swear, like every time I sit with myself and just ask questions, I'll get an answer. Maybe after 10, 20 minutes of meditating on that question. So I really hope this video inspired you in any way. If it did, please let me know down below. I also offer one-on-one sessions. So if you're struggling in your relationship, career-wise, purpose, whatever it is, check the link down below. There's more information there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one.